Hi guys! So I decided to do a little video series on the glitter tumblers. I've had a few posts that I've gotten a lot of questions and tried to explain things, and I know there's a lot of visual people out there who like to see it done. So keep in mind this is just one way to do them, and today I'm going to do a loose glitter tumbler, and we're going to start with a fresh, just remove the label tumbler and go through all the different steps. And when I do these, they take about 3 to 4 days, so it's going to be 3 to 4 days of videos. I'm not going to rush it. I don't have the wherewithal to edit a video and make it all one, so you get what you're going to get, and I hope it's helpful. But today we are going to get down the basic glitter. So I have a 20-ounce Ozark tumbler from Walmart, $8. I took the label off and I got the excess goo. So we have that. We have frog tape to tape it off. I like to tape off the area around the mouth, and I've never taped off the base before, but I'm going to today because I don't want this glitter carried all the way on the bottom. And then I have steel wool to rough it up. You really want a rough surface for things to stick to, so that it's just going to add longevity and give everything something to adhere to. And then I don't Mod Podge. I'm not a fan of Mod Podge. So we're going to use the Loctite spray adhesive. Home Depot, Lowe's, maybe Walmart. I'm not sure. You might be able to get it at Hobby Lobby, things like that. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure I got this at Home Depot. And then I have loose glitter. And shakers have not come in yet, but I didn't want to wait any longer for my shakers to come in, so we're using bulk glitter that I ordered online. And it's really pretty holographic, and I'm really excited about this. So I'm gonna, like I said, walk you through every single step. So it's not going to be a quick video, so bear with me, okay? So start with my cup, and the first thing I'm going to do is tape it off. And I buy the 1-inch tape. It's 0.94 inches. You can read it on there. I just like the width that tape gives me around the top of the cup. So I want a clean edge on my tape. And I work in my basement. Glitter is super messy, and with all the sprays and everything, I don't want to do that upstairs. And I'm in North Carolina, and it's maybe 45 degrees out right now. So I definitely don't want to do it outside. You really want room temperature, 70 degrees, give or take a few, for a lot of this stuff. So I'm just going around the top of my cup, and again, that not quite an inch width of the tape seems to be perfect for taping off the lip. And then I just kind of go around and make sure that's adhered real good to the cup. Like I said, I've never taped off the bottom before, so this is a first, but I do not want my glitter on the bottom of this cup. So again, and you could use blue painter's tape, you could use electrical tape. I use electrical tape for my glitter coffee mugs and my glitter wine glasses, but for this, there's not quite the same curvature as there is on those items. So this is a lot easier. So again, just kind of go around, and I hadn't really thought this bottom part all the way through, so we're going to wing it together, right? So I'm just going to put some tape over. Guess I could have done this part first, but I think it'll be fine. The nice thing about these tumblers is if you screw it up, you can always get some acetone or some paint stripper and remove it and start over. So I did 1 cup couple weeks ago, and it was my first try at the ombre. Let's just say it was a disaster. So I was able to get the paint off before it even dried, but yeah, it's not always going to be perfect. And I've run out of epoxy, and my new epoxy is supposed to be here Friday, so it will be at least Friday before we get to the epoxy step. And I'll kind of go over what you'll need if you want to order your stuff and be ready then. So, cup is all taped up, and I'm going to take the steel wool, and you can use sandpaper. Maybe 200, 250 grit would be fine, but this doesn't need to be super scuffed up. You're not trying to leave a bunch of marks in it. You just need enough scuffing to give some little grooves for your paint or your glue or whatever you're applying to the cup to stick to it. And again, this is just a fine steel wool. You can get it at any hardware store. Pretty sure Walmart has it. I'm not sure about the craft stores. So I just want to go around and make sure it's all scuffed up. And then one thing that I did not grab was my alcohol. I use old t-shirts as rags. I'm going to take some, this is just a 70% IPA isopropyl alcohol. I'm just going to put a little on here, and I just want to wipe to get any dust or little particles of the steel wool off the cup. And I tape before I do this because I don't want to get any scratches and scuffs around the areas that I'm not painting. Okay, put the tape away. So again, we have taped light, and we have steel wool. Put those off to the side, and then we wiped it down with the IPA isopropyl alcohol, and I just used 70% because that's what I had, but you could use anything. And so here's our cup, and then I cover my lid. So these are like bowl covers from the Dollar Tree. They are where the Ziploc bags and things are, and they come in a box with small, medium, and large. And we never use these small ones. We put them over our bowls to like heat up Chef Boyardee soup and things like that, but the small ones don't fit anything. So I wrap it around my lid, and then I put my lid on my cup so that nothing gets inside. And by the way, I do not have a fancy turner or rotisserie or anything. I rotate my cups by hand. I typically do 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 of these at a time. And so if you're looking at $25, $30 per turner, that's just a ridiculous investment. And I like to check on my cups. I don't like to just set it and forget it. But that's just me. Nothing wrong with doing it. So here's my cup. And this is kind of messy, but we're going to go for it. I got a little bit of, I usually walk around to different parts of the basement to do my steps, but I wanted to keep it all in one spot because I'm using a tripod. And so I've set up a little area to spray, get my glitter ready. Again, usually my glitter is in a shaker. This is a new bulk glitter that I just got in the mail, and I've out of shakers, so hopefully this doesn't go absolutely everywhere. So I'm going to spray my cup, and nice little decent, and you're gonna get sticky. You could wear gloves. I don't like to lose any tactile senses. So again, normally I would use a shaker, and I'm doing this over the paper so I can reclaim my glitter. Don't be stingy with your glitter. Do it over something that you can reclaim your glitter with. So I'm just doing it over a piece of paper. I could have done a casserole dish or something, but I'm just shaking my glitter all over the cup. And this glue sets pretty fast, so I'm working faster than I am worried about perfection, because we need more than one coat anyway. Alright, that didn't make too bad of a mess. I'll tap off some of that excess. Kind of push it down into the adhesive. There's a big spot I missed. Sorry, I've got my hand in the way. Okay. So, I'm gonna have glitter on my face. Here is, and my light might be too bright. Let me turn off one of my bulbs. Still bright. So I don't know if you can see the glitter on this cup. It's pretty freaking amazing. So if you're doing Mod Podge, you have to wait for that to dry, which could be hours or days or overnight, and ain't nobody got time for that. So we'll let it sit for a minute. While it sits, I'm going to reclaim the glitter that I've used thus far. Just right into the bag. Alright, so again, the paper is very sticky. I'm just going to nice even coat. I normally have a turner table that I use. I guess I could have brought that in here. I'll bring that in here next time. I'm losing my cap. It's so sticky. Okay. Again. Glitter. Oh. So we were messy that time. Very messy. I opened the bag all the way. That's my problem. It's okay. We can reclaim that glitter. Stuff is very, very sticky. One more little section. I have so much glitter on my paper. And this is why we do it in the basement. And it looks like everything's coated. Let me turn that light off. Can you even see that? Can you see the glitter? I'll turn on my flash, maybe? Guess not. Just beautiful. Okay, we need lights. So I think we actually have pretty good coverage for our 2 coats. I wasn't sure if we get 2 or 3. This is a holographic laser glitter, like a .008 size. You can find it online, Amazon, eBay, Etsy, I mean anywhere. But you want to make sure that you're using a polyester glitter and not craft glitter. Polyester glitter is solvent resistant, so that when you apply the epoxy, it's not going to make the color in your glitter bleed or break down the actual plastic that glitter is made out of. So again, this is a polyester based glitter. Not every poly glitter is solvent resistant, but most are. But you should be able to find that out from the supplier. It should be on the listing wherever you buy it. But I think that I'm going to wait, and tomorrow morning I'm going to do my triple thick, and then we have to wait till Friday to epoxy, because my epoxy is not going to be here until Friday. But I wanted to give you a little step-by-step of how I do glitter without Mod Podge. And again, I'm no professional YouTuber by any stretch of the imagination, and I don't really make videos. So I hope this was easy to understand. If you have any questions, please ask. I'm not going to get into the steps beyond this yet because I'm going to make videos, so you'll just have to be patient. But I can answer questions on everything kind of up to this point, and you know what you're going to need after this. I'll go ahead and show you the triple thick. This is the one I use. You can read it with my bright lights. And I think it's backwards, is it not? This is the Krylon Triple Thick Crystal Clear Glaze. And what it does is it just helps the glitter stay, so that when I am applying the epoxy, the glitter's not coming up on my brush and spreading around inside the epoxy. You don't want that to happen. So this just kind of acts as a barrier between the two and keeps it from going anywhere. And so that's the step, and then we're going to epoxy this weekend and we'll be good to go. I hope this was helpful. Thanks, guys.